What's the hurry?
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't in order.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Jueyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Jueyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still... She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble.
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our...
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Speaking of Jueyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of...
Of course! We've been there lots of times.
That's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting
It's about time she came back to...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outso? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there. Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or... I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yuahai Pavilion regarding...
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore?
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only my Adepti blood makes me unwelcome and... I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by... Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are...
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her...
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that you're...
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu loved when one was still taking care of her. One was pestered most often to touch...
Wow!
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most glad one cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst, one will tell you more about her, if you should. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu alone. She will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will...
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Joyun Karst. At her behest, one has ordered.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now.
Huh, is that so?
What's the hurry?
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? Considering the kindness you have shown me,
Yay!
this trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not— If you're ready, we shall— If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepta.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is...
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential.
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Shell. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him, he's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are. Let's...
How fortunate. What's the hurry? Quite the find. You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us.
Shell is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human. Always treading the line between... Instead of explaining yourself to me, You should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries, the trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. Next on the agenda...
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed!
No touching! Access denied! For Rex Lapis! Born of ice and frost! We're way behind schedule. No touching. Next on the agenda...
Rain outlines your fate.
Dodge this!
Now you shall perish! Ha! There is no escape!
Don't get frostbite! What's the... Push your luck! Freeze! Oh, so sorry! Cool it! Dodge this!
All hail!
Freeze!
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Ha!
Nice and spicy!
Know my sword! Witness the power!
This one will be frozen in time. Dodge this! What's the... Freeze! Don't get frostbite! Dodge this!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it! Dodge this!
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training.
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon... Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help it.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that it would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for...
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardship. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing...
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak in beat? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to train, but being questioned by him made me realize that But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
It's true! Just believe us!
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there!
I suppose you have a point.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
What's the hurry?
The sound of the waves in this the smell of the sea breeze makes me
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you...
Well, I used to be so busy.
Huh, that's true.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Jueyun.
Is that... It is! It's Lady... I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tian.
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and
Uncle Tian is a member of the Liyue Qixing.
What? This grandpa is a member of the same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my idea. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forget.
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such...
What an honor.
Uncle Tian, please. A person of your
My apologies. It's not intentional. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to...
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades.
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as...
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe...
Yes, she works at Yuehai Pavilion and she's my junior.
I don't know myself. May I trouble you to meet her at Yuehai Pavilion?
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then, to you...
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Miss Ganyu. I don't know why, but seeing you brings...
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I...
My father asked, abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior...
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also...
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Where should I start? I discovered something... There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. Without any evidence...
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be...
Well, is there any...
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. Alright. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows...
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals. In
that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is...
Yes, you're right.
Catch the wind.
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you... I suppose you're about to play...
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly...
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's still...
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records,
Tax...
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure...
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, they're every... I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second...
Oh, of course. I'll read line by line and word by word. Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even... Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction.
I told you so. Just as...
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite...
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe...
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters...
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you
I'm afraid I can't go to...
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work.
Ah, that's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry to trouble you like that.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Ah, welcome. I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't.
Kingsa really is full of lonely...
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Pirate...
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't. Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order.
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng.
Of course you can, but I'm not...
what?
I only do my woodwork and display As for old documents and such, I keep them. But some troublemakers have recently moved there. Since you need that invoice anyway...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then. I need...
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us...
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon sees them too! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intention. My intuition as the secretary of the...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Frozen. Crest, you'll get frostbite.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cut. There is no escape.
Freeze!
Freshness preserved. Chill to the bone.
Oh, so soft.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Now you're not going anywhere.
Don't push your luck.
Right, into the fire.
Oh no.
Dodge this. Freeze.
Nice and spicy.
Cool it.
Descent.
Don't get frostbite.
There is no escape.
Oh, you scoundrels.
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your...
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly if you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Lee, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you,
Fine. If you really want to know, then
About to...
pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect...
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than...
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? I swear, I only came...
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I misjudged the situation and offended you. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with...
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may...
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that sock?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too...
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse.
What's the hurry?
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
Freeze! Cool it!
insolent!
Freeze!
Race you!
How fortunate! Dodge this! Don't push your luck! This moment will be frozen in time!
Shine down!
Freeze! Dodge this! Don't push your luck! Cool it!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
Don't get frostbite! Freeze!
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time!
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Don't push your luck!
Time to act.
Freeze!
All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too! This one is Second Lives! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin!
Ms. Ganyu, I hope it wasn't too much
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between...
Thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life?
What's the hurry?
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I remember you. I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declaration. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any
Groundless accusations? But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable—
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion.
What? Proven guilty? How come?
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's prep. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
I'm Master Lu.
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction—
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave us.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? He's got his own—
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to— I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can—
That's good.
I must say, you're truly— your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshus.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position, that's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your so I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out.
I can see it now. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family problems. Two birds—
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must—
that's not necessary. No need to be so serious.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are—
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh, come on.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, you're—
Sure!
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you—
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with—
Oh, no, I don't really need help.
With pleasure.
When I was a little— even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I've only decided to join the Yuehai Pavilion staff because I've always—
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuehai— I can't compare myself to such an outstanding—
I disagree. You're a great—
Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the U. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her it'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance and—
Huixin, I never thought—
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel—
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huixin, you don't know how important those words are. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. They rely on me, accept me, and long.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go back and see for. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already?
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep? Look! Look who's back!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for.
Not at all!
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down.
Forget all our envious complaints from before.
All right. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark, I'll take care of the rest.
Of course.
Oh, finally.
Yes. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship... To think that I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I...
Sure, but are you
Let's cross...